in terms of the dates, times, and locations, you can call Araceli right now at 219-801-1276 to RSVP for one of the upcoming forums or to get more information about Medicare. She also did say, I think, that there will be penalties if you do not um, take advantage of choosing the option
now?
for yeah. So
well, I guess if you're
Medicare,
not insured, right,
yes.
or something like that.
So please give Araceli Corona a call at 219-801-1276 to RSVP for one of the upcoming seminars or to just ask questions about the Medicare health plans that are available in terms of the options.
¿Y en español? A ver, we bilingüe, inglés y español, ¿verdad? Sí. Feliz viernes a todos ustedes. Estamos aquí con invitados que ya casi estamos listos para entrevistar, que según nosotros los hispanos, nuestra cultura, el mes de abril es el mes del niño. Entonces, por eso se me ocurrió, y es que un payaso por ahí andaba de payaso y me andaba buscando y me encontró. Bueno. Was that me?
That's you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't normally do
that.
And you talk
about me.
Yeah, right? Anyway, so el payaso me encontró and he found me, was looking for me and found me on Facebook. And I said, hey, payasín, ¿qué te parece si vienes aquí en nuestro programa? Y payasín aceptó, ¿verdad?
Claro, yo con mucho gusto dije que sí.
Y pues bueno, felicidades por hacer lo que haces y por traer felicidad y por traernos risa.
Claro, no, felicidades antes que todo, antes que nada, dicen por ahí, a todos los niños hoy, en este mes, más bien dicho, en este mes, porque el 30 de abril se celebra el Día del Niño. Sí. Eso es en México y tal vez en algunos otros países, pero siempre llevamos alegría a los niños en sus fiestas, en las escuelas, en alguna actividad en la iglesia. Payasito Dandini y más payasitos en Chicago, en todo el mundo nos encargamos para llevar alegría.
Payasito Dandini, perdón.
No soy italiano.
¿De dónde eres?
Bueno,
cuéntanos un poquito de ti.
Payasito Dandini nace en Cuernavaca, Morelos, México, con mucho orgullo, lo digo. Soy de Cuernavaca, Morelos, México, y llevo alrededor de 17 años aquí en Estados Unidos, precisamente en Chicago, pero no solamente he estado en Chicago, he estado en más partes, en Arkansas, se me fue el nombre, Orlando, Florida.
Ah, ok.
Sí, Orlando, Florida, se fue el nombre, pero regreso aquí a Chicago, donde está, yo pienso que la comunidad más grande hispana.
Pues gracias por estar aquí en Chicago. A ver, cuéntame, ¿qué es lo que te hizo payaso o payasín?
Lo que me hizo payaso es que nosotros somos de una familia bien numerosa. Y no cabíamos en una sola cama 3, y mi hermano, mi hermana y yo, y mi sobrino, y mi primo, y mi otro primo, y mi otro primo, y mi otro sobrino, no cabíamos en una cama, y me decían, hazte payasito, y pues hice payasito. Yo creí que eso, pensé que era hacer payasito, ¿verdad? No, nosotros somos de una familia, pues, muy unida, y todos muy relajistas, se puede decir así, que echa mucho relajo, a todos le hallamos chiste. Decimos a veces que nosotros los mexicanos hasta de las desgracias hallamos un lado bueno, ¿verdad?
Claro,
por así decirlo, para no amargarnos tanto.
Claro.
Pero no, nosotros somos muy de chistes, a todo le hallamos el modo, a las palabras, juegos de palabras. Y entonces me nació la idea de ser payaso y trabajar en las fiestas.
Ay, pues qué bien. ¿Y cómo te ha ido?
Súper bien. En este tiempo que aquí hace mucho frío, cae nieve, sí es un poquito más lento el trabajo, pero siempre hay.
Bueno, ¿y a esto te dedicas el 100% o a qué más te dedicas?
Bueno, realmente lo puedo decir que sí es el 100%. Apenas voy iniciando en esta carrera, llevo 23 años más o menos.
Wow.
Siempre lo he hecho. Siempre que dije, voy a ser un payaso y voy a tratar de ser lo mejor de mí para que los papás de los niños lleven una buena experiencia. Y si me invitan una vez a su fiesta, me vuelven a invitar nuevamente.
Qué bien, ¿no? Qué bien. A ver, payasín Dandini. Lo dije bien, ¿verdad?
Sí, perfectamente.
Dinos en inglés lo que puedas. ¿Quién eres tú y qué es lo que haces?
Hi. Window, flower, floor, person. Es lo que solamente sé en inglés.
Ay, sí, ya medito.
No es cierto. Hi, my name is Dandini the Clown. I'm from Mexico. I got 23 years doing the clown. I do face painting, professional balloons, magic tricks, games, and I work for the birthday party, church, schools, everywhere you call me.
Did you bring some balloons?
Yes, I do balloons. I have one.
A ver, let's see. You want him to do a balloon for you, Juanito? You have a toy to play with?
Considering those are really thin balloons, maybe you can stick it on one ear and then it'll come out the other ear.
You're funny. How about you? It may clear up whatever's clouding your hearing.
Which color do you like it?
I like the yellow.
The yellow. You like yellow? I like blue. Okay, I'm gonna make something with the blue.
That's not even yellow.
I blow the balloon like that, and I'm gonna make a poodle.
That's a nice blue.
A poodle. I'm gonna make it in a slow motion. Just put attention, everybody. I'm making a slow motion like this. Don't miss the details, please. This is the face, and a slow motion poodle like that.
Wow, that was fast.
Now, can you blow it like that? Just blow it hard, Mister. You blow it hard. Yeah. And this is a poodle. Okay.
Wow.
Le puedo hacer ojitos.
Female poodle.
Le hago ojitos. Con mucho gusto. Ya le hice los ojitos. De esta manera tenemos un poodle. Nice. Para todos los niños, ¿verdad? Les encanta el show con figuras con globos porque es una manera divertida de hacerlo. Y eso se trata, hacer los globos divertido. Todo lo que hace un payasito tiene que ser divertido, de la manera divertida. Diversión. Sí, eso es para usted.
Ay, gracias.
Y para el caballero.
You want a pet?
No, para el caballero.
I'll get to an animal.
Le voy a dar un yellow. Le voy a dar un sword, una espada, porque no sabe qué es sword.
He needs it.
He speaks Spanish very well.
Sí.
Una espada, esta espada, fíjese bien, inflo casi el globo en su totalidad de esta manera. Now, what kind of sword you want? A Power Ranger sword, Cheetah sword, Toro Ninja sword, Star Wars, Ninja.
A ninja.
Ok, pídame la que quiera, todas son iguales. Sí. Todas las espadas son iguales. Entonces, de igual manera, la hacemos de esa manera, fácil, divertida y rápida. Una espada.
Sí.
Ahora, ¿la quiere con filo o sin filo? Porque con filo es peligroso.
Con filo, ¿no? Make it sharp or dull? Which one?
Filo.
Con filo.
Okay.
Eso es muy peligroso.
Sí.
Esto lo vamos a dar sin filo. Ahí está, sin filo. Okay. Así ya no es nada peligroso.
Have fun with that. Now you can say,
un aplauso para mis amigos que tuvieron sus globos, obtuvieron sus globos. And this is the Dandini the Clown make animal balloons, you know, fun balloons. And I do swords, poodle, teddy bear, heart, flowers, tigers, horse, a lot of balloons, professional balloons. And face painting, hago también pintacaritas. Lo que hago es mariposas, corazones. Un sinfín de pintacaritas, nunca acabamos, ¿verdad? De decir, porque también todo el tiempo salen ideas nuevas. Salen ideas nuevas, solamente que esto es algo clásico que nunca se va a perder, tal vez. Las ideas nuevas de hoy, mañana, pasan, pero estos, un perrito, una espada, nunca. Siempre va a ser el clásico. Desde que se iniciaron las figuras con globos, han permanecido.
I have seen the poodle, so this is a classic, guys, for those of you who are watching live on social media. This is the closest I'll get to an animal. I don't have animals, so yeah. I like it, my poodle. You like my poodle?
No, it's your poodle.
You like the poodle, okay.
Like the poodle.
Stay right here, poodle.
Eso nunca va a pasar de moda, un poodle, una espada.
Never goes out of style.
Una corona para los festejados, siempre van a permanecer ahí, y es por eso que siempre me gusta hacerlo divertido y de otra forma, ¿verdad? Porque mucha gente sí lo hace, yo sé que sí lo hace, muy bonitos, pero siempre hay que ponerle un estilo propio para hacerlo.
You got any questions, Juanito?
Bueno, me llamo Juan Andrade, mi hermano y yo nacimos en East Chicago, Indiana, pero mi padre nació en Durango y mi mamá nació en Guadalajara, pero ya están en el cielo ahorita. ¿Usted ha ido a hospitales o lo que sea para hacer su magia y
no he tenido esa dicha de ir, pero sí he trabajado para recaudar fondos para Children, ¿cómo es? Memorial Hospital, para el hospital de niños. Lo he hecho por 4 veces el Radiotón en Arkansas. Sí, he trabajado pues como indirectamente para los niños, pero me gustaría ir algún día, porque algunas veces he sabido, ¿verdad?, que tienen que ir los globos unos globos especiales
Sí.
que no sean alérgicos para los niños. Entonces, por eso yo no lo he hecho todavía.
But that's something that, la magia la puedes usar.
Sí, claro que sí.
Todo lo que se necesita para traerles una sonrisa a la gente.
Claro, yo puedo hacer magia en este momento. Entre los dos juntos pueden decir 1, 2, 3. Cuando usted dice 3, delante de ustedes me desaparezco.
¿Ah, sí? ¿De verdad? You guys want to see him disappear? Did you hear that? He says if he says 1, 2, 3, he'll disappear.
Yeah, one together.
A ver.
1,
Okay.
1, 2, 3. ¿Dónde se fue? Where'd he go?
Esa es la mejor magia. No gasto nada en útiles de nada.
Qué chistoso, ¿no? That's funny. That's funny.
Sí.
It's 21 minutes after the hour. We'll be back. We have a quick commercial. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Atención, recibidores de Medicare. Cumple 65 años y tiene preguntas sobre sus coberturas del Medicare. ¿Necesita verificar sus opciones y elegir un plan que mejor cubra sus necesidades médicas? Llámenme. Soy Araceli Corona, un agente de seguros sirviendo Illinois, Indiana. Háblenme al 773-968-6619 o 219-801-1276. Puedo ayudarle a contestar sus preguntas y explorar sus opciones de Medicare. Si tiene Medicare y quiere cambiar su plan médico hoy, usted puede calificar. Soy una agente licenciada y certificada y espero su llamada. Araceli Corona no está conectada con el programa federal de Medicare.
All right. And for you guys that are social media live, we have commercials, so hang tight. Hope you guys are enjoying this program. Laughter is good therapy, and we often shy away from it or run away from it because we're too focused with the problem and not really enjoying what we have at hand now, which is called life. So I'm glad that Paisini Dandin is here because we need to bring some laughter. We need to bring some joy, and that's what we're all about, right, Juanito? Can't be all serious, right?
So esto lo hace full time?
Full time.
Okay. ¿Qué beneficio tiene usted por hacer magia y hacer payaso de su carrera? ¿Qué beneficio tiene usted en su alma, en su corazón sobre lo que hace? Y hacer la gente que haga chismes o lo que sea magia, que se rían y sonría y todo. ¿Qué es el beneficio para usted?
El beneficio más grande que yo tengo es la satisfacción.
Sí.
La
Just so you
satisfacción.
know, we're not on the air. We're on the air, but social media.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, ahorita estamos. All right. We're back. We're back with Nuestra Comunidad Noroeste de Indiana. AM 1370 y 92.7 FM y también 1370 WLTH.com y aquí en Facebook y en YouTube. Bienvenidos otra vez. Aquí tenemos al payaso, Payasín Dandini, en vivo desde nuestros estudios a todo color, ¿verdad?
A todo color. A todo lo que da el
That's
color.
right. You were asking a question one off the air.
La pregunta es, ¿cuál es el beneficio para usted, para su corazón, para su alma, por lo que hace hacer la gente sonreír, reír y ayudarlos que hagan a veces algo que no hacen mucho tiempo, muchas veces?
Muy cierto lo que usted acaba de decir. Primero le voy a contar la primera pregunta. La satisfacción más grande que yo tengo es sentirme contento conmigo mismo, una satisfacción que no le puedo explicar, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Cuando yo miro todos los niños sonriendo, los papás de los niños, y algunas veces me ha tocado que me dicen, oiga, mi hijo le da miedo a los payasos. Le da miedo. Entonces, una característica de los payasos es, ustedes tal vez me la están mirando ahora, que yo no cargo peluca, no uso nariz.
La nariz roja.
Y el maquillaje que no sea muy, ¿cómo le puedo decir? Grotesco, ¿verdad? Es algo más, más tierno, se puede decir, el maquillaje en ese sentido de que no da miedo. Entonces, lo que yo aprendí de fiesta en fiesta a través de los años, a no dar miedo a los niños, ganarme su confianza, ganarme el cariño de ellos, ¿verdad? En el sentido que ya empecé a quitarme algunas cosas sin perder la esencia de payaso, ¿verdad? Solamente las cosas son para llamar la atención. Entonces, como yo miré algunas veces no llamaba la atención, más que nada los asustaba, entonces yo traté de cambiar la esencia del vestuario, pero no la esencia del payaso.
Última pregunta,
Sí.
mejor más en inglés. Bueno, o inglés y en español. ¿Cree usted que los niños que tienen, o también puede ser adultos que tienen miedo de payasos, pero puede ser, por ejemplo, donde a veces hacen películas donde el payaso es el main actor o actriz y ese payaso hace exactamente lo contrario, matar, lo que sea, y puede ser algo que por eso tiene miedo de payasos, por ejemplo.
Sí, muchas veces tienen miedo de payaso y desafortunadamente no tan solo por las películas, sino porque también a veces nosotros como papás les metemos miedo a los niños diciéndole, si te portas mal te va a salir el cucuy, que si te portas mal, sí, ¿me entiende? El payaso que viste va a salir. Entonces los niños van agarrando ese miedo.
Ese miedo.
Pero uno va aprendiendo, como le vuelvo a repetir, a ganarse la confianza de los niños. Es decir, nosotros no somos malos, venimos a divertir a ti y a tus amiguitos, ¿verdad? Sí. A todos juntos. Les regalamos alguna figurita y así poquito a poquito nos vamos ganando su confianza. Otra de las razones que también me siento muy contento y orgulloso de esta carrera tan bonita que es divertir, una de las satisfacciones también es que muchas personas se sienten como cohibidas de hacer algo, ¿verdad? Les da miedo enfrentarse a algo, pero cuando ven actuar a uno o tal vez trabajar, ¿verdad? Con el público, dicen, pero si él puede, yo también puedo, ¿cierto? Entonces, no me va a creer, pero durante esta carrera que he llevado, han trabajado conmigo, han ayudadome a algunas personas que ahora hacen lo mismo, ser payasitos, divertir a los niños y se desarrollan y se desenvuelven muy bien, cosa que mucho antes no podían hacer. Y creo que yo también era así, más chiquillo tenía miedo, no de payaso, ¿verdad? Pero tenía algunos temores. Pero ya una vez que uno se enfrenta a un público y el público, dicen por ahí, más grande son los niños, porque ellos te preguntan, te dicen cómo lo haces y te dicen, ya te vi, lo haces así. Entonces uno tiene que saber sobresalir en todo eso.
Gracias.
Sí, señor, gracias.
¿Y el maquillaje tú mismo te lo pones?
Sí, yo mismo me lo pongo. Cuando empecé como payasito no me pintaba de esta manera, me pintaba medio feíto, ¿verdad? La verdad. No tenía como un maestro que me enseñara, no existía Facebook, no existía YouTube, no existía nada para mí, ¿verdad? En ese tiempo tenía yo que ingeniármelas como. Ahora ya podemos aprender súper fácil, sencillo, cualquier cosa viendo YouTube.
Any other questions,
Juanito? ¿Le puedo preguntar qué es su edad?
Claro que sí, yo estoy muy súper joven.
¿Cuántos añitos tienes?
Ya se me olvidó.
Tan poquito que tienes se te olvidó, ¿verdad?
Sí, creo que apenas pasaron mis 15 años.
Sí, okay. Si tú tienes 15, yo tengo 10.
Sí. Bueno, se lo voy a poner bien fácil, matemáticas, soy septiembre 18 del 75.
Ok.
Ya pronto va a ser
pronto
septiembre.
Vas a tener tus fiestas patrias.
Soy talla mediana.
¿Cómo?
Me gusta color azul, rojo, amarillo.
42, algo así, ¿no?
No, 44.
44. Ok, yo cumplí el high school en el 76.
En el 76.
Está bien, joven.
Yo apenas andaba en pañales. Me sentía un Rugrat. ¿Sí conocen los Rugrats en pañales?
Diapers.
En diapers. Sí, en el 76. Yo en el 75 nací.
Y yo llegué en este país en ese año.
En el 75.
Sí,
Wow, ya toda una vida aquí.
Sí. A ver, ¿cuál es el momento más agradable, más grato que te ha dado en una situación donde has dicho, qué bueno que me hice payaso? ¿Has tenido una situación donde te impactó tanto que diste las gracias a Dios que te hiciste payaso?
Sí, y yo creo que no solamente ha sido una vez, han sido muchas veces.
¿Cuál es la más impactante que recuerdes?
La más impactante, pues es como digámoslo así, en esta ocasión, ¿verdad? Que me invitan, sin conocerme, sin saber nada de mí, me han invitado a un programa de radio. Y hace 2 años atrás, el consulado mexicano de Little Rock, porque yo todavía vivía en Arkansas, me hablaron y me invitaron para las fiestas patrias. Miles de gentes, y me llamaron a promotor cultural.
Wow,
He recibido algunos,
felicidades.
gracias, he recibido algunos reconocimientos como promotor cultural, porque la cultura de uno como mexicano en este sentido decirlo, porque yo soy mexicano, ¿verdad? No perder la cultura ni las raíces de dónde vinimos, ¿verdad? Sabe uno de dónde salió y de dónde uno pertenece, y enseñarle esas raíces culturales a nuestros hijos, a nuestras siguientes generaciones. Gracias. Que no se pierda la esencia de uno donde nació.
Bueno, ahorita regresamos, no se vayan.
Questions regarding your Medicare coverage. Do you need to explore your options and choose a plan that covers your medical needs? Call me. I am Araceli Corona, a licensed insurance agent serving Illinois and Indiana. 773-968-6619 and 219-801-1276. Call me and I am glad to answer your questions, help you explore your options and plans. If you are turning 65, have Medicare, you may qualify to select a plan. I am a licensed and certified agent here to help. 773-968-6619 and 219-801-1276. I look forward to your call. Araceli Corona is not connected with the federal Medicare program.
All right.
Attention,
this
Medicare.
Is Nuestra Comunidad NWI, Indiana. And are we back or we have another commercial? We're good. All right. We have just a few more minutes of Payasin Dandini. We need to know how we can find him, how we can hire him, because I know that there's a lot of people in need of some joy, some laughter. Juan, you want to hire him? To make your day.
My day's already made, lady.
It's 32 minutes after the hour. The calling number is 219-885-1371. That's 219-885-1371. Nuestro número para llamar es el 219-885-1371. Y otra vez, bienvenido aquí.
Gracias.
Que esta es tu segunda casa.
Gracias.
Aquí en WLTH AM 1370, pero también este es el único programa que radicamos en esta región, tal y como este programa es el único bilingüe que existe aquí.
Gracias a ustedes por la invitación. Me siento muy contento de estar aquí y puedo aprovechar este momento para mandar saludos que me están pidiendo.
Saludos a todos,
Facebook Live.
Payasin.
Aquí de este lado tenemos a
Yves Gómez
y
Juan Andrade.
Que juntos le vamos a mandar un saludo para la gente que nos está escribiendo en Facebook, los poquitos que alcancé a leer ahí. Mi amigo Payasito Buba Alegría.
Hola, Payasito Buba Alegría.
Mi amigo Dulcecito.
Hola, Dulcecito.
A
Janine.
Julio.
Hola, Julio.
A todos mis amigos de Arkansas, Oscar Charlie.
Hola, saludos a los de Arkansas.
Oscar Charlie.
Bienvenidos.
Y los chinelos morelenses.
Chinelos morelenses.
De Arkansas.
Vamos a traerlos a los chilenos. Los chinelos, perdón.
Ame Ramírez. Mi amiga Marta Perales, Kimberly Rodríguez, a todos los que nos alcanzan a ver en Facebook Live de parte de aquí de mis amigos.
Claro que sí.
Servidor, aquí seguimos, gracias.
Y saludos allá a mi México. ¿De dónde eres?
Cuernavaca, Morelos.
Cuernavaca, Morelos,
Ciudad
saludos.
De la eterna primavera.
Órale, yo soy de Día de las Momias de Guanajuato, donde la vida no vale nada. Guanajuato, arriba.
Guanajuato.
Saludos a todos los que están viéndonos.
Y el caballero de Durango.
¿De dónde eres
tú? Mi papá de Durango, mi mamá de Guadalajara.
Guadalajara.
Tiene la cara toda chorreada. Bueno, a ver, ¿cómo te podemos conseguir? ¿Cómo te podemos contratar?
Tengo
¿Dónde te encontramos?
Tengo una pregunta. ¿Usted es de Guanajuato?
Sí.
¿Cómo se les llama a la gente de Guanajuato?
¿Panzas verdes?
No, ella, mi esposa también es de Guanajuato. ¿Cómo se le llama a la gente de Guanajuato?
¿Cómo se nos llama?
Se les llama por teléfono.
I fell for that one. Ay, cuidado con la
perdón,
es muy,
sí, perdón.
No, es muy
otro chascarrillo, dice por ahí. ¿Cómo se le llama el automóvil del Papa?
Automóvil del Papa. ¿Cómo?
¿En qué se transporta el Papa?
Sí, no es la cosa, ¿cómo se llama?
El papamóvil, ¿verdad? El papamóvil. ¿Y cómo se le llama al avión del Papa?
¿Cómo?
El papalote.
Papalote. Ay,
¿Y con qué se pela el Papa?
¿Con qué se pela?
Con un pelapapas.
Con el pelapapas. Bueno, a ver, dinos, son los minutos que nos quedan.
Claro,
tenemos el siguiente invitado que viene. ¿En dónde te podemos encontrar y cómo nos podemos comunicar contigo?
Gracias.
How do we find you?
Yo soy el payasito Dandini, su servidor. Yo vivo en Edison, Chicago, Edison. Mi número es el 630-903-0256, 630-903-0256. Me pueden encontrar en la página Facebook como Payasín Dandini. Voy para todos lados. He venido para acá, para Gary, Calumet City, Hammond, Indiana.
Es lo que te iba a preguntar. ¿Has venido aquí a Gary?
Sí, alguna vez. Ya tiene algunos años y he venido. No me acuerdo, hace como medio año venimos por aquí cerca. Voy para todo Chicago, suburbios y algunas partes de Wisconsin.
Qué bien.
Sí,
so, how do we find you in English?
Dandini the Clown. Can you call me 630-903-0256? 630-903-0256, Dandini the Clown, or Payasin Dandini, and Facebook. And I work everywhere to Chicago, Indiana, and some parts to Wisconsin.
Wonderful. Well, yes. Thank you so much to come and bring me a poodle. I really like my poodle. You like your
I'm gonna make a balloon for everybody.
Ay, pues qué bien, qué bien.
Don't be jealous for everybody.
Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. You get one too.
Yes.
No se me vayan a poner celosos allá, mis caballeros. Bueno, si te esperas en lo que terminamos el programa, sigue aquí disfrutando del resto de nuestro programa aquí en nuestra comunidad norestiniana.
Muchas
gracias. Un placer.
Gracias.
Un aplauso al Payasín Dandini.
Gracias.
Sí. So ahora tenemos el siguiente invitado. I am just like wanting to come, and I've been talking to you guys about this gentleman. He's a powerhouse as well, and we've been talking about bringing him on for the last, I don't know. Vente para acá, muchacho. We've been talking about him for the last, month? Joe?
A day or two.
A day or two? About a month. Shout out to Joe Gorbia. He's in the house as well. Vente para acá, niño, chico. Chico, vente para acá. And, of course, we have the champ. He is back. And he's back to win it. He's in it to win it. Frez.
That's right.
Fast Frez. All right. Well, welcome. Thank you for coming all the way from God knows where up north.
Thank you all for
awesome.
Spread the good word.
That's right. So let's spread the good word and inside and outside the ring, of course. This is none other than Fast Freddy Oquendo, right? Fast Frez. I did that live. Why am I saying Freddy for some reason?
Like Frez. Make it easier.
Frez. Tell us a little bit about who you are as a person, as a man, as a father. Tell us who you are.
I'm just a regular old guy from across the street, just trying to, make living it easy. No, I'm just joking. I'm an entrepreneur, athlete, all the above, doing positive things for the community, especially, for the at-risk youth. That's my passion. I have a foundation which is called Fresno Kendall Boxing Academy, preventing youth violence through boxing. Because if it wasn't for boxing, I think I probably would have been one of those unfortunate youth in jail, caught up in violence and drugs and stuff. So now I have the power, a little power to get to the youth in their ear before they make, unwise decisions. So guys, check me out on my Facebook and all that good stuff.
And speaking of good stuff, what got you into boxing? Let's take you back. How long ago has it been?
Oh man, it's ancient, man. It's talking about back in the Roman days. No,
wait, did the clown get to you?
I think so. I love it. Clowns was a big thing when I was growing up. It just
so I brought you back memories. Yes, I took you way back.
Yes, Bozo was one of my favorite
shows
I
when I was
a little kid. But getting back to the sport, I started at the age of 13 in 1987 at the Chicago Park District. It was a sport that it was very interesting because when I was growing up, I really didn't like sports. But my older brother, Hector Morales, who's a pretty successful attorney in the Chicagoland area, he used to always bring trophies home, and I used to always wonder, man, man, that's cool. I'd like to get one. And he's like, hey, just come to the gym and stop hanging out with the knuckleheads and get yourself in shape. And one thing led to another. I listened to him, and the rest was history. And here I am.
How old or how young were you?
I was 13 years old.
13. Yeah, and 13. What did you feel like for the first time doing that?
Oh, now I see what people say. You got to be in shape to do the sweet science, which is boxing is a gentleman's sport, which a lot of people are like, how could a brutal sport be called a gentleman's sport? Well, it's discipline, number one. Number two, after the fight, we come and, embrace one another and, thank one another for a good fight. And you would think that's kind of, taboo, but it's a gentleman's sport. It's the sweet science.
Gentleman's sport, beating up each other. What's so gentleman about that?
Well, that's what they call it. And nowadays we got the MMA, the UFC that's pretty much taking over now. But that's kind of brutal. I don't think I'll be able to holy cow muster that. But I appreciate the sport. But getting back to boxing is pretty interesting.
Wonderful. Well, we got questions for you. We're going to play some commercials, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these. And for you, Ron, I'm going to charge you double if you want to take my class so that I can teach you conversational Spanish. I am supposed to teach it at my church, but I just have not been available to come in and teach conversational Spanish. But stay tuned. It is coming up. $25 and a gift on the spot. Yeah. Are you guys enjoying this show? I'm enjoying this show just by you guys being in here. The good vibes. The good vibes. Come on. Hey.
Smoking Joe. My man, Smoking Joe.
Smoking Joe. Joe Gorbia.
One time break right now, guys. So.
Yeah.
Social media, make sure you guys tune in and spread a good word.
So some love. And we're all nothing but love in this place. Can you feel all the love? Can you feel the love? Yes. Shout out to David, Double E Holmes. He's my photographer. Shout out to him. He's going places. He just doesn't know yet. But he's going places.
If you guys keep donating on my Facebook, remember, FOBA. That's a great thing we got coming this summer for the kids. We're getting ready to do Third Boxing Academy up in the wilderness,
repeat that again, right?
South of Illinois, and I want all the kids to know, hey, they got somewhere to go in summertime, a retreat, a weekend.
That's right.
And,
you're going to repeat it again, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So we're back on the air. We're still here on social media, but when we're back on the air, we're going to ask you about the things that you've experienced in going to Puerto Rico and with the hurricane and everything. So we got to ask those questions. And I know that my co-host Juan M. Andrade has some questions for you as well. So it's been an exciting movement, huh, Joe? We got a lot to do, don't we?
We do.
Yes, and I see Joe. So those that are watching on 1370WLTH.com, if you see a purple shirt or lilac, that's Joe. Somehow the camera's picking you up, so I see the back of you. Ahí está la cámara, mira. Oh, now I have the whole back. I don't know. I think oh, it's that camera. Oh, see, yeah, that's the other camera. Come on, Juan. Do the fist thing.
There you go. Teamwork.
That mic is on the way. Right. You guys need a photographer? Hit me. Instant message me. We got David with a double E. Yeah. David with a double E. David. D-A-B-I-B-E-E. All right. We're back, and that was Malo? No. Nena by Malo.
Nena by Malo.
I get confused, man. Nena y Malo, qué sé yo. We're back here with Fast Frez Oquendo, and he's doing some great things. You guys heard, got him into boxing. And tell us, what's been the worst experience, Frez, in your boxing career?
It's just the politics is unfortunate. We had the Don Kings, just to mention a few that unfortunately I was one of the victims that he took advantage of, and I had to pretty much I had to threaten to sue him, but he ended up giving me my release. So in order to have my freedom, but it cost me a lot of money, which I'm still very upset at that guy. So when I see him at functions, at conventions, World Boxing conventions, I don't acknowledge him. He's a piece of you.
And I got a picture with you and him. That was when it was okay.
Oh yeah.
That was an old picture.
I thought he was paying me, and
that's okay. Well, we're gonna pray for the man. We're gonna pray for him.
Amen.
But as far as the worst case for you physically being in the ring, what was that experience like, if you can recall?
Yeah, boxing, like I was about to say earlier, I learned at a young age, that you gotta be in condition. Getting in that ring is so. I mean, even a marathon runner, when I was in Puerto Rico, he was trying to do 3 rounds, and this is Manucci, I forgot his name, he's from Morocco. The guy is a marathon champ, and he barely could do the 3 rounds. And he said it's just so much, movement and muscles and stamina. I mean, it's all the above that a boxer got to endure through training camp, and I learned at a young age. And I see a lot of fighters kind of misstep that where they're not trained too hard and not do the right thing, which is shortcut to success, which is hard work. In my situation now, all the world boxing fans know, last 3 or 4 years of my career, all my opponents tested positive for steroids. They always want that advantage. And that's not the way to go. That's why I'm teaching all these kids to prevent, from try to cheat sheet. They don't exist.
Right.
We always gotta be with the even playing fields. That's all I'm about, and that's why I'm successful. Inside and outside of the ring. And to this day, at my advanced age, I'm still the mandatory heavyweight champion contender, supposed to be champion. Unfortunately, by the fault, because these fighters just keep testing dirty. So I'm hoping the World Boxing Association, which is I'm the mandatory contender, do the right thing, and so they can all, the kids and people in the world can see that these organizations got to do the right thing.
All right. Well, we have a caller here on the line. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air. Oh, I don't. Oh, put our headphones on. Okay, here you go. Yours is gonna be loud. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air. Because I raised his.
Thank you. Yeah, I partner up with the charter school in the inner city of Chicago. So, these kids now got a little hub of after school program, which is, preventing youth violence, through boxing, and it's been pretty successful now. It's been several years, and it's in the inner cities in Chicago. And like I said, you get online and catch me on Facebook, Instagram at fobaintl.org. You get all the information of where, and what times are the boxing for the elementary school students. And also we have it for high school students now. And now we're in the process of, building our third in Southern Illinois in the Forest Preserve for a retreat, for the kids for this summer, which is a great experience. When I was a kid, I love going out to, to the, nice forest reserve places like that. So I'm thinking the kids will be very happy for that.
Yeah, I see that. I saw you guys having fun out there.
Yeah.
That's great. And I see that you're doing great things, not only here. Tell us, where are you originally, Prez?
I was born in San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Hey, San Juan, Puerto Rico. Saludos a mis boricuas.
And then I came, my mom did the right thing, brought me here at the age of 1, Chicago, and been raised here ever since. So, it's been a great experience, me growing up in the Humboldt Park in my early childhood, and then moving to the northwest side of Chicago. So I'm a official north sider.
Yeah, north sider now, Chi-Town. Hello to my Chi-Town. You got any questions, Juan?
Wait, when was the last time you went to Puerto Rico?
I was in Puerto Rico last year. Actually, we brought a very interesting.
Yes, please tell us about that
very interesting
experience.
Figure in Puerto Rico, which my foundation was able to raise lots money to try to save as many families can save in Puerto Rico. We got over 1,000 water filtration systems, because a lot of the water out there in the cities and the little campo, how we say it, the little countryside, was pretty bad because they're drinking bad water. I have family and friends out there as well. So it's my passion with my foundation. Was able to raise over $100,000, and did a lot of good for Puerto Rico. And we ran into one of the greatest athletes in Puerto Rico history. Actually, is Wilfredo El Benitez. He's in the Guinness Book of World Records as being the youngest world boxing champion at the age of 17, which that record can never be broken because that's, there's, now laws and stuff like that won't allow you to, turn pro so young. Mm-hmm. So he was out there in the Puerto Rico ruins, and the healthcare is just terrible in my country. Mm-hmm. Back then, hopefully it gotten better since. So we brought him, and he's been recuperating a great deal. And I'm just happy to be a part of, saving one life or as many lives as I can while I was over there doing my, due diligence with my foundation and my volunteers.
And I did see your videos. I saw that when he arrived at the airport. I saw when you went to go get him at Puerto Rico. But there's other things that you're doing for Puerto Rico, for your Boricuas, for your people. Tell us, what are you doing out there?
Yeah, we're out there try to, partner up with some other organizations to open up a boxing academy, a youth training camp. And I'm in the process right now with Edwin Melendez. He's the uncle of the great baseball player from Chicago Cubs, Javi Baez, which we're in partnership with the charter schools right now, Aspira. And, we try to just give back to the community. That's my home and that's where my heart's at. And, I can never, forget where I'm from. And like in the city of Chicago, even though I'm in the suburbs now, but I was raised in the inner city, and I always come back to reach out to the youth because they need that. And that's my passion.
You mentioned acronyms. What is it? FA. You're doing something in Puerto Rico, and I saw that you have your name of your gym. What's it? What's the name?
Yes, Fresno Kendo Boxing Academy.
But what's the acronym? I know it stands for that, and you just said, just say it, just the acronym.
FOBA.
FOBA.
Oh, FOBA, yes.
FOBA. Now, I saw you taking things to Puerto Rico because of the hurricane that has damaged people's homes and water and whatnot. What was that all about?
Oh, yeah.
And what was your experience when you went down there?
Yeah, it was, great experience, for me, but it's sad at the same time because a lot of these families was very, very hurt. And the government, took many, many months for them to pretty much try to get as many people they can. As I was there, I was in Las Piedras, and little kids and family running to us like, thank you, man. Nobody ever came over, none of the government, nobody done nothing. Thank you, guys. And I'm like, oh, wow, I was just, humble. I'm like, it's sad that, I'm thinking the government of Puerto Rico, we're part of the United States, that we'll be having all this stuff for these people. But they were like, no. And we ended up partnering up, my foundation, FOBA, with Feeding America. In Puerto Rico, it's called Banco de Alimentos, who's partners with Feeding America. So we, in conjunction, was able to, give, hundreds of families, food, adequate water, which I was part of bringing over 1,000 water filtration systems to each family in San Juan, Vega Baja, Las Piedras, Coupe, where the great Tito Trinidad is from, one of the greatest Puerto Rican fighters that partner up with me and service his community. And, it was a great experience, finally getting to one of the greatest fighters who's still in the fetus position in his house, which didn't have no good, adequate health care with Benitez.
Wow. You're doing something with the water. I saw buckets.
Yes.
That you took. What was that about?
Oh yeah, water, to filter all that, just bad stuff that's in Puerto Rico water. There's a lot of, how they say, a lot of,
contaminated and all that?
Yeah, exactly. A lot of poison, just like Flint, Michigan, it's unfortunate that they were drinking toxic water, and similar happened to my country, Puerto Rico, and that was my calling. I was like, you know what, anything I can do, let me at least get as many water filtration to each and every family in Puerto Rico to at least try to save their lives. A lot of them started dying because they were so thirsty. They were just drinking off the rivers, the ponds, and these other, illegal water that's coming out, which is with toxic, with a lot of aluminum, all type of rat poison, all type of stuff in that water. It's just sad seeing these kids and older people drinking, and and that was my calling. And my team, my volunteers, we ramped up and decided, you know what, water filtration system is very, needed in Puerto Rico, and that's why we partnered up with Shift and Go company in Wisconsin. They were able to make us over 1,000 water filtration systems to help Puerto Rico.
I want to change it a little bit. First of all, how tall are you? Second of all, what is your ultimate fighting weight? And third, who did you grow up trying to maybe be like in terms of boxing, a boxer that you wanted to follow?
6'2".
6'2".
And I weigh like 225. Mm-hmm. And one of the fighters that probably motivated me to start boxing in 1987 was seeing the great Sugar Ray Leonard versus Marvelous Marvin Hagler at my dad's house. And that fight propelled me to fight. And the fighter that really motivated me, my dad used to always take me to watch his fight, who was my mentor as well, and my friend, the great Muhammad Ali.
So, do you have a fight coming up?
Yeah, I was supposed to. Yeah, last September and this March against this guy named Manuel Char, who tested positive several times with steroids, and that's where I'm getting back to the WBA, because the World Boxing Association, one of the oldest prestigious organizations, supposed to do the right thing in the sport, and it's looking very bad for reinstating a guy that tested positive for steroids, and to this day still, the WBA heavyweight champion, which is totally wrong. So it's just sad that they're not showing a good example to the kids, number one, and to the sport. They just in the sport, and I'm in the process right now, taking some legal, team to help me in this situation, because, like I said, in 2014, I won a legal battle, a federal court against the Russians, and the WBA promised that they're going to follow the judge's decision, which is to make me mandatory in the fight for the WBA heavyweight championship. And at the moment, the WBA is not doing the right thing on their end of the bargain, which is making me the next available contender, and it's not my fault. All these fighters keep
they're not qualifying.
Right. They're on steroids, and now they're just putting me on the shelf, and now I gotta take some legal action to try to get my rights.
So is that common that they're taking these steroids? I mean,
yes. Nowadays, well, not really, but
in all sports, there's cheating.
Yes, and boxing is very, very much pretty much back in the days as well. But now they're pretty much cracking down. The Olympic committees always had the anti-doping agencies, and now we implemented boxing a couple of years ago. And I'm an advocate of that, because I'm always doing the right thing and staying clean. And all these other fights testing positive. That's why I haven't been active for the last 4 years. And again, the World Boxing Association, putting them on, out there, because they're not doing the right thing at the moment. So I'm hoping they do the right thing.
So what are you looking to do in the next 6 months that you hope to happen?
Well, I'm hoping to be the heavyweight championship. But of course, my passion is, what I'm doing now is helping the youth, doing my foundation to help as many kids as I can and to do the right thing. And that's my passion, outside of my profession, with this boxing at my advanced age. I'm just hoping they do the right thing. But, I'll be retiring soon, and my focus will be, with my foundation and helping a lot of these kids all over.
So have you still been training then, even though you've been...
I think so. I don't got a big belly like other fighters.
So you consider yourself to be where you need to be if they say, yeah, it's on. It's on 3 months from now.
Oh, yeah, they've done it recently. I was supposed to fight March 23rd. If you Google my name, you'll see it. I mean, the WBA just been putting me on the shelf, and now...
So quit playing games, right?
Exactly.
Let's get going.
Yes,
Come
exactly.
on.
Keep it moving. Right.
Keep it moving. Frez is ready to win.
Right. That's it. One for myself and for the kids and for everybody.
That's awesome. Any other questions, Juanito?
That's pretty much it. You want
just have a few more minutes.
Let me ask you, how many professional fights have you had, more or less, general figure?
I had over 40 fights, 40 professional fights, and like 6 or 7 world championship fights. So I'm pretty experienced. I've been there with all the monsters, even Evander Holyfield, who Mike Tyson couldn't do what I did, go 12 rounds and outpoint him. So
come on now,
I'm very
Mike Tyson.
Even though that's my boy.
Yeah, I saw that picture.
Facts are the facts.
Right.
Generally speaking, do you know, I mean, what would you say in terms of, let me make an analogy here. Sometimes football players don't know when to quit. They keep playing, they keep getting concussions and everything else. And then when they retire, they have a lot of issues up here that creates other problems within their household and health-wise and everything else. Could be the same thing with boxers, but generally speaking, what is your view, I guess, when it comes to boxers that maybe sometimes do they know when to stop boxing or not? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yes, very interesting because a lot of fighters, they think they still have it and they keep it going. In case of like Muhammad Ali, who was the greatest fighter, him and a recent former champion trying to get back in the game, Vladimir Klitschko, the Ukrainian heavyweight champion, but he's no longer champion. So there's something I don't know. I advise fighters and people who's hearing me out right now that don't put your body through so much stress because boxing it's really hard and a lot of stress to a human's body, and I can experience that. But thank God, I live a clean life. I don't do no drugs or anything like that, and that helped me a lot. But a lot of fighters, in their careers, world champion, they do drugs, stuff like that, and it's prevented them for being, stay in the sport longer. But I don't encourage them to keep on and getting hit in the head. I really don't. The reason why I'm still at it because I'm still in the elite level, and I would have been retired a while ago. But God got me here for a reason to finally be crowned heavyweight champion.
Come on now, speak it.
And
that's right.
It's I do not agree with fighters that keep on fighting later in the years. They pretty much know when it's time to hang up. Their own followers, the trainers, but a lot of cutthroat promoters and managers, they want to just squeeze the
keep them fighting so they can get
exactly. And that's why I'm an advocate to advise these up and coming fighters to when to stop. I mean, these cutthroat promoters and managers, all they worry about is their pockets and just do the right thing and retire for your family.
So let me ask you, what's the worst injury you've had in the boxing ring?
Oh, thank God I haven't had no physical brain damage. But training for a fight, I had tore a rotator cuff, my shoulder, which was several years ago, and I had arthroscopic surgery, but I was successful. And I'm back to normal now, and I feel great. And that was the most, hardest injury that I had in my sport. Other than that, I've been injury free.
I'm trying to see if I see any scars on your eyebrows or anywhere in your face. I don't see any major. No, do you have any scars?
Yeah, normally you see a lot of MMA
I see that. I see that on your eyebrows. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were just doing your eyebrows. It's a scar. There's a scar right there.
Do you want to give a shout out to Robert Renteria?
Yay! What's up, brother? How you doing, Robert? Congratulations, Robert.
Yes,
getting a doctorate. Look at that.
Yes, man. I'm very honored to be your friend and knowing that you're doing great things and just for the community and for everybody. I'm very appreciative being your friend.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And Robert and I go way back from when Barrio started. So we're gonna bring you back here, Robert. Tell us, you're mentioning your foundation real quick. How do we find out about your foundation? What are we looking for within your foundation? And tell us how to find you.
Yes, please, guys, make sure you log in FOBAINTL.org. Fresno Kendall Boxing Academy, INTL.org. Any donations be appreciated. It's going to a great thing for these kids, to have after school programs, summer camps, and all that good stuff. And actually on my FOBA, I have recently a link to the 7th. I don't know if it's in a couple of days. I'm trying to raise, enough money to get a lot of these fighters their boxing license, USA boxing license. So any donations, on Facebook, because that was my birthday wishes, everybody donate to my foundation. And that would be great. Fresno Kendall Boxing Academy and my Facebook at Fresno Kendall, Instagram at FastFrez, Instagram INTL.org, and FOBAINTL.org.
All right, wonderful. Any last minute shout outs or anything you want to last announce?
my peeps, my fans that, just have faith in me to finally get this elusive title. And of course, please support FOBA, my passion. That's what, is I'm all about. My dad, when I was getting, with my dad, he raised us. He was always, just love all kids, not just his own. He always loved his own kids like his own son and daughters. And that's what was instilled in me, is to keep that legacy going, what I'm doing at the moment. And thank you, everybody. Love my family, everybody, and my fans.
Yes, thank you so much, Frez. And shout out to the Oquendo family as well. You guys got some beautiful family.
Yes.
You do. You are blessed.
Thank you to all my sons, my wife, everybody. And, just keep on doing the right thing and stay healthy and do what Frez Oquendo do.
That's right. Do the right thing. And with that, we'll be back tomorrow. What do we got going tomorrow, Juanito?
Tomorrow, Smoking Joe Gomestego and a good friend of his and ours, Martin Marcus, who is an economist. So we're going to be talking about the, what do you call it, taxes. We're going to talk about the local economy, the economy for the state, and so forth. That's Joe Gomestego and Martin Marcus here in this very studio on Nuestra Comunidad, Northwest Indiana.
All right.
And we want to thank Miss Natalie.
Watching. Thank you, Natalie, the radio manager, Ms. Natalie Emmons. She is taking care of the boards today. We appreciate you. And again, thank you for everybody that's here in the studio. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow at 10 in the morning. Frez, thank you so much for coming here, taking time out of your gym, because that's your passion with the kids. So shout out to the kids that are at your academy. And we hope to get more kids into your academy.
Yes. Spreading the good word. Thank you for having me here so you could tell everybody, all the kids.
That's right. Thank you so much. With that being said, nos tenemos que ir a comer. You hungry, Juan? Vámonos.
Adiós.
Hasta luego. Hasta la próxima.
No, you got to walk your dog.
I got to walk my dog. Here's my dog. All right, Nat. Thanks so much. Till next time. Here's my dog. We're going to go for a walk. We're going to go grab some grub. Bueno, nos vemos hasta la próxima. Gracias por acompañarnos aquí en vivo. Mañana regresamos a las 10 de la mañana y tenemos invitados especiales también, como han escuchado aquí a mi amigo y hermano Juan. Así es que nos vemos. Facebookers, until next time. Thanks for joining us. And to my YouTubers, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow. Until next time.